Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Josh coming at you with another video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about all the latest news on the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Phase 4. All of this news came out of Comic-Con, and honestly they announced a lot of new titles that are really promising, really interesting. Some are even surprising, and I think that we have a good couple of years ahead of us in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Starting off with Black Widow. Man, oh man, that movie is going to be a prequel to, the events prior to Infinity War and Spider-Man Homecoming. So I'm assuming it'll be more of a story leaning towards her as more of a character, a person, rather than a person in the Avengers. I think it's going to get her origin story out there more. And I think that's going to be an interesting movie to show to fans that don't really know anything about her, besides that she was in the Avengers and she was recruited and then she's this agent. Other than that, there wasn't really a background or an origin story for her that was told. And I'm sorry if you hear any noise in the background that's outside. I can't really do anything about that, but I need to get this video recorded. Next up is Eternals, coming out in 2020. I never really knew anything about Eternal like that, but I did anyway, and I hope that they interest me. I looked it up, and I know it was a comic issue it's pretty old, and it has to do with these other people that I guess were, in a way, introduced in Iron Man 3, from my understanding, and I'm excited to see where that goes. Also, WandaVision, I never, really cared too much about it, but I'm still excited to see what that can do, because, I don't really know, to be honest, because there's a lot of these on Disney Plus that's going to come out, and I don't know if I'm going to have Disney Plus. I hope I do, but if I don't, then I don't, then rip. So I hope that I do have Disney Plus so I can watch a lot of these. Another one, Loki. In spring 2021. I'm excited for that because, as you guys saw in Endgame, he's still in the universe. He's alive still, just in another timeline. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the character now. If they're going to branch him out into other realities or timelines and have that in the... What is it, a show or a movie? What is it, Loki, Disney Plus? I don't know. Maybe it's I think it's a show. Maybe it's a show. I have no clue, to be honest. I haven't read the specifics of it, but I know these are a mixture of TV shows and movies. But I hope it's good. I'm really excited for that. Hawkeye is another one that I was surprised about, because Hawkeye isn't, I guess the biggest character in the MCU. I know they haven't really focused on him a whole lot. In Endgame they did. In Infinity War they didn't, and I guess they need to bring that character more to life in a way. They need to bring him more at the front and center in the MCU, because I don't think they've done him enough justice, but we'll see what they can do with him. And another thing, it's on Disney Plus. Blade was also announced, but this is for Phase 5 of the MCU. This is way down the line, after 2021. And I'm excited. This was a big surprise to anyone. I don't think anyone expected for Blade to be coming back, but I hope it's good. Hope it's better than the ones back that they released back in the 90s. Okay, let's go to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Fall 2020, Disney Plus. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. In Endgame, at the very end, you should have seen it by now. They kind of met up, and they basically ended it there with Captain Rogers, with Captain America basically being old, passing on his shield, to Falcon, and now Bucky is, of course, going to be teaming up with him. I think that was the whole point of that scene in the end of that movie, because it was setting up the show or movie. I'm not really sure what the fuck these are, but I know that they're one or the other. Either way, I'm excited. You guys can look into that. I mean, maybe it says it here. To be honest, I don't really know. I'm assuming that they are like films, or they're like shows if they're on Disney Plus. That I think that would make more sense to have it into a show on Disney Plus, but I don't know, whatever. Shang-Chi, okay, I don't know anything about it. Honestly, I don't know anything about this, but I hope that they can get me into more of that. You know, I definitely want to get into more characters in the MCU. Another thing, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. This is very exciting because they're always little, like, you know, little bits of information that there is a multiverse. They haven't really dabbled in that a whole ton besides in Doctor Strange, and they did a lot of it in Endgame, sort of. But this is very interesting to see because now we're going to see live action multiverses, and that's going to be insane to me. Doctor Strange, you know, in a different universe and going between universes and stuff, possibly introducing other characters that we don't know of, or, you know, characters that could be brought back. Who knows? You know, that's just a very interesting thing to me, at least, to see that what they can do with the multiverse. What if I'm not really sure what this is. Hold on, let me look down here a little bit. Maybe it says something. Okay, so yeah, Loki is a TV series. Okay, so I'm assuming that everything that's on Disney Plus is a TV series, basically. Okay, so what if? In the form of Celestial, Observer, The Watcher, and Marvel's animated series What If. Additionally, many actors from across the MCU reprise their roles, or at least their voices, to these hypothetical scenarios. Okay. These are a bunch of actors that are going to be in it, as you guys can see there. I'll move the cursor out the way. So I'm guessing the Watcher is going to be something big in this, because they keep mentioning him. The Watcher's being is a being, a non-earthly being who observes all things. He's watching over a multiverse and occasionally may or may not intervene with the doing of Earthlings. Yes, 2021 is absolutely all about the multiverse. Okay, so yeah, like Doctor Strange, they are expanding into the multiverse. This is an animated series, not live action, but wow, that's interesting, because they're gonna have hypothetical scenarios with different MCU characters, and they're gonna put them in it and see what they can do with it. That's very interesting. Also, Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited because recently Thor has been getting a lot of love. He's been getting a lot of praise. So it's interesting to see that Thor is getting another movie. And of course, I mean, this was kind of expected. I don't know what the love has to do with it, but maybe Thor gets with the female Thor, and, you know, they hit it off or something. You know, who knows? But we'll see. We'll see how that film does. Hopefully it's good. What is it said here? Thompson said that her first decree as king of New Asgard was that she needs to find her queen. And that is my dog barking, so please ignore that. Premieres November 5th, 2021. Okay. Okay, also, Fantastic Four is confirmed. I don't know why. I think everybody's kind of done with the Fantastic Four, but it's back. It's making a return for Phase 5, and I am not that excited for it. This is MCU Phase 5 and beyond. Of course, like I said earlier, Blade, Fantastic Four, and sequels for Black Panther. Black Panther, I'm excited. Captain Marvel 2, I'm excited for. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, of course, everybody's going to be excited for that. I'm not so sure about Fantastic Four. I feel like they've always kind of failed with Fantastic Four, and I keep saying Fantastic Four, and it's a problem, and I'm going to stop talking about Fantastic Four. Okay, so 3 MCU movie premiere dates for 2022. The what films go where is unknown. So they know they have these dates, but they don't know what order they're going to be released in. Honestly, I'm pretty excited. This seems very interesting, but the only problem that I have is that most of these shows or movies are on Disney Plus, and this is where the issue comes. You know, there's going to be a separation of the fan base, because there's people that are still watching on Netflix, or there's still people that are watching it on some other streaming platform, and then they're gonna like change it up to Disney Plus and basically have exclusivity over there. And I think that's the issue here, because they're gonna separate the fan base. You know, it's a similar issue with games, where you make a platform like Epic Games, or you make you have a platform like Steam, you know, or you have a platform like Origin, or just whatever the fuck it may be. It's just always going to separate people, and it's going to annoy people. And I think that having that separation is going to be an issue, a big issue, and people are going to get really annoyed if they don't have Disney Plus, because they're not going to be able to experience any of this. You know, maybe there's going to be other alternatives. I heard something about Hulu and Marvel working together. I honestly don't know, but I hope that somehow this can be good to the point where people actually want to go out and buy a subscription, because Disney Plus, you know, it kind of seems like a streaming service for little kids. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of Phase 4 and, you know, obviously MCU Phase 5 and beyond. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.